Good morning, guys. So today is Monday the 30th of January, and as you can see, George is now on my drive. This is where I left him when we brought him home on Thursday. He's been sitting there now for 4 days. Haven't started him, haven't done anything. I thought what I'd do today is just have a little walk round and just see how he's doing. Like I said, with this bodywork, it looks like it's had some paint on it or something, like an undercoat, a matte finish. I'm not really sure. Like I said, he's been standing almost a year. I did whip the battery terminal off when I got home, so what I'm going to do now is reconnect it and just see if it'll fire up. Look like this tyre is down to the wear bar, so maybe to think about changing that. Let's have a look at the one on the other side. Yeah, that's not so bad. Still quite good actually. Bit of tread on that one. The spare's still like brand new, so I might put that on that front wheel there. And this one don't feel too bad neither. Right. Let's get the key, get him unlocked and reconnect the battery. Not bad at all, is it? Yeah, this is what the guide put on as well. These like braided hoses and this glass filter. I definitely think I need to be thinking about changing at least this tyre for now. See grease around the top of the trunnion, so I'm guessing he kept them up. I'd have thought he would with the other things he'd done. Like I said, there's some bits underneath this I did on the front chassis legs and on the rear spring hangers, I believe, around the back there. Over the course of time I'll have a look and see how we get on with that. Even though the sun's out today, it's not very warm. But I think it's not too bad. I've still just got to decide what I'm going to do with this paintwork. And as I'm looking at it, I'm just keep seeing things what are different. I know he's put the indicators back, or changed them to these. I used to have like LED indicators that were on here. That's why these hools are here. They were like stood up. They were like motorbike ones. I had 2 on the front there, and they were on the back. They hung down from here somewhere. Obviously he's put these back, which is probably a good idea. Bit loose that one, but probably a good idea, and more seen because they weren't very easy to see. Obviously the rear bumper is made up or whatever. Yeah, I think unless that was the old number, I'm not sure. Oh yeah, that back window has not been changed. It's had it cleaned. There was paint that was painted. He's cleaned it somehow, and I really think that's the one he's been changed, because that was literally scratched the almighty. You just couldn't see anything when it was damp and the sun was out like today. That'd be terrible. So what am I going to do? I might just run him about a bit for a few days to see how he's going, while I'm deciding what I'm going to do next, and make a list of priority bits and pieces that needs doing. And go from there. But like I said before, I know he driven okay. Had that noise on the clutch, which I did say that he used to do that anyway. Usually first thing in the morning that would make that noise. These weren't on here, so he's put these on. Probably mainly because of the holes in the wings. What's going on here, you might think? Well, there was a plan for this many years ago, and I did fill them and paint over them, but obviously the filler's probably cracked, come out, took it off. He had another idea what he wanted to do. Maybe get another bumper, I don't know. But I think I will refill them. I think that'll be my plan. Get rid of them. Looks like this has got a bit of patina on it, which is good. The inside don't look too bad now. Like I say, he's put new door cards in, changed a bit how the parcel shelf was. I had this blocked off. New rubbers on the foot pedals. It's come with a box of bits he was collecting up for, like gauges, a temperature gauge, oil pressure gauge. So I'm guessing over time I'll probably get them put in somewhere, whether I make it up something under here or whether I put them through there, I'm not sure yet. But that's not me immediate worry. But there he is. That's George at home. Yeah, it's definitely been painted, because I can see there where the actual black is. It might just be where he's took the top off it ready. Maybe he was going to hand paint it or something, I don't know. Nail this on here. You know what that's going to be, don't you? It's going to be the bottom of the door going. See it crumbling here. But never mind. That's a rat moggy. It's sounding alright. Okay, I think what I'm going to do next, we'll take it for another spin round the block, see how the brakes are doing now it's been standing a little while. It was pulling hard to the left when I first drove it, but by the time I got home it's pretty even. So we'll take it for a spin now and we'll see how it is now. Right, so before we go for a spin in the car, I'll just put some air in the tyres. The front two are quite under deflated. They were only down to 20. I should have really pumped them up before we bought a run, but obviously he drove them alright. It might help with the way it's going to be braking. There's a lot of bits of green on it what need to come off, but I'm not going to worry about it now. I think I'll just try and clean the windows a little bit, and then I'll take stick a bit more fresh petrol in and see how we go. I don't know whether he's been using any lead replacement in this. I used to always use lead replacement, I never measured or anything, I just stuck a little bit in each time I filled it up. Now, whether he did or not, I'm not sure. Also, I never put any E10 in it, I just used the E5. I just want to have a look in my garage, if I remember right. I got a load cheap at one time, some lead replacement stuff. This Red X lead replacement. I've still got 1, 2, 3, 4 bottles left. I might even have another one here somewhere. So I know people have all got different opinions on lead replacement. Some people say if a car over 50 years old, it's probably built up enough over the years anyway if you're not going to be thrashing it along. Some people say you should use it all the time, but being I've got some, I just stick a little bit in while I'm using it. We'll see how it goes. So I'll chuck one of these in the car. So I've got it. We'll go and stick some petrol in a bit. I'm just going to clean the windows. And what I might do is use George, go backwards and forwards to work the rest of this week just to see how he goes, and we'll take it from there. So I wanted to clean the windows on George because they were quite dirty, because I'm going to drive it about a bit. And as you can see, where he's wet, if he was gloss black, he'd look quite nice, wouldn't he? But we will see on that one. What I'm going to attempt to do now is drive him about a bit, see how he is, and like I said, make a little list in my mind of what I need to do to it. Right then, let's go. Have a little drive in George. Just test the brakes a bit before we go anywhere. Well, let's stop this. Well, they're working. It's obviously rolling, so... Oh yeah, I don't know if I said before, probably said it before, but that noise from the clutch, it's nothing new from George. He used to do it all the time when... Mainly used to first thing in the mornings, but I need to have a look at sorting out these washers as well. That's blocked. I meant to do that, but another thing I forgot. Absolutely honest, he seems quite back to how he was. So he didn't took much at all. Definitely going to get all the brake drums off. I sometimes say brake hubs, just the way I've always said hubs instead of drums. So if I say hub, you know what I mean, the drums. Good old George. So I'm just going to nip to the local Tesco and stick a bit of petrol in. I'll also stick a little bit of that lead replacement in. It ain't going to hurt, is it? This out of diesel, never mind, as long as we've got some E5 petrol, we'll be fine. Right, just stick a bit of petrol in and we'll be away. 25 quid's worth in. How many is that? 16.5 litres by the looks. Not a lot, is it? 3 gallons over. But it's something almost full. I stuck a bit of the lead replacement in, so that'll slosh around and mix up. Might do it some good. Who knows? Like I say, George is running really nice. As you can see, it's fine. Just depends on how you want the body. I like it as it is. I might, like I said before, paint him. It won't be absolutely perfect, but I'm just talking about spraying over him with some gloss, getting nice and shiny black. I could just leave him as he is. I'm sure there's plenty of people who like the way it looks now. Right, I'm back to mine. So I'll have a quick go through, just check really that backlight is working. And if so, we'll be using George for a few days now and just see how we get on. So last night when I went for work, the battery went on the GoPro, so didn't really get any footage, but George drove fine, no problems there. The only problem I did have is, as you can see now on the dash, high beam is on. And what I can work out, the lights seem the wrong way round, but not both. That's kind of weird to explain. What it seems to me is, when they say they're on high beam, they're on low beam, but also it seems like one light is high and one is low. I need to investigate more, like one's up, one's down, like that. Either that or they've been put in but not adjusted right, and the wiring is wrong, so the high beam and low beam are in the wrong place. Like I said, I've got it on high beam at the minute, but they're not up in the air, they're pointing down. But other than that, George is driving fine, as you can see. I was hoping to park in that lane right there, but no such luck. The thing is, where I work, because I go morning and afternoon, if I go in the car park and everyone else start coming after me, I get blocked in. That's the problem. Then, so it's time for the ride home. And like I said earlier, obviously today is Friday, so I've used George all week for coming backwards and forwards to work. He's done really well, just like he's never been away really.
should. I think today will be the last day of using George's and every day for a little while. I don't live that far, so I can just use the push bike. But that's just nice to have it. I need to take some tools down into work or just for general driving about. So it's all good. So since I've had him back, I reckon, including driving home, I'm not sure about this mileage, I ain't looking at that because I'm not sure before, because of this, it's up and down, it's not accurate. Anyway, by my reckoning, we've done at least 90 miles this week. We'll be running about here and there. So, with respect on how we drive, everything is brilliant. So now I need to start having a look round underneath and just, well, start putting him right. Obviously you can see by the bodywork that's going to need some places doing, mainly this door, the bottom of the sill by the looks on the side there might be. It's got some tape on it, so why, I don't know, whether it's busted through. But the outside of this door's got a lot of tape on it, but it looked like a split. Maybe it had some filler in it at one time, I'm not sure. I know the bottom wasn't gone, so I'll probably take that door off. But that won't be for a while, the bodywork. I need to, like I said before, check them, get the brake drums off, have a look at the brakes. We'll just check the trunnions for play, or the swivel pins, whatever you prefer to call them. We'll check them for play, grease them up, make sure they're all running fine. That feels so light on the steering too. I think he's kept them up. And then just check whether I needed any welding on the bottom. I did a few repairs on this over the years when I had it, just to keep him on the road as you do. I just want to check whether there's anything else or whether they need redoing. Like I said before, because they don't need MOTs, you can easily let things go on, and so I like to keep an eye on them to know, peace of mind really, that everything's okay. Not really worried about the cosmetic stuff. So that'll be the plan going ahead now. And as I've mentioned before, as for keeping him, I don't know how long I'll keep George for. I might have him for another 5 years, just don't know. But as with everything else, I chop and change my mind. I've got a lot of other things on, so I can't say that I'll dedicate all my time to this car. But, and also, if someone want to offer me a good price for him, I'm not going to say no. The only thing what I'd like to know is that they keep him on the road. That's what he wants to do, and that's what it's all about, in my eyes, keeping them running. Well, I can't see that happen. So for this time being, we'll start doing some work to him. we'll keep him going. School run time, been quite busy. Tell you what, definitely got a good heater in George. It's very warm, which is good. So I'm nearly where I want to be. So I'm going to end this video here. Like I said, there'll be plenty more coming up, plenty work I do. And I still will get out in him now and again and I'll make a video. For those of you who'd like to see him driving. I'll say thanks for all your comments and your thumbs up. So for me and George, that's bye for now. We'll catch you in the next one.